This is low-tier shit that I've already told people it's a slow news week. This is obviously just lies. Low-tier shit that I've already told people it's a slow news. Let's blow it up then. Let's have fun.
But why do you care?
What do you care? People are still going to call me Cuck after this show. I don't care. What are you talking about?
They definitely fucking will. Now they definitely will. You made sure that they fucking will, Cuck. You absolutely made sure
Why should I give a fuck what a random sped thinks about me
on
the internet?
And you made a hypocrite out of yourself too, Cuck.
Why should I care?
Cuck, a hypocrite out of yourself. By going on about other people's fucking shows, talking about them slandering you when you've done the same shit to every single one of them. You've gone and taken what they've done and taken the most uncharitable possible take on it and put it on your show. Yeah, why? Because it's fucking entertaining.
But I've shown, I've speculated, I've made very clear if I don't know something, or if I do. I've always clarified.
And not only that,
someone's echoing.
Chaos Disciple. Mute yourself.
No, I'll just take
Hello.
Alrighty, fucking hell. Sorry, what was being said then?
Okay. I just gotta say this.
Because one second. Hypocrite because obviously that people are obviously saying bullshit. Oh, he's a Cuck, he's this, that, and the other, and pushing it in that direction. This whole thing, as far as I was told, and from other people, yeah, Drama Queen's a hoe, and she's done this to a couple of people, but no, it's like, oh, Cuck's this, Cuck this, that, and the other, and of course it becomes this thing. So it's going to become this meme. So I might as well just play off it. And
only because you're taking the bait, Cuck.
I know I'm taking the bait. Are you kidding me?
Work for yourself. It's actually ridiculous.
Are you kidding me?
On top of that, forget it. Even if you're not the textbook definition of a cuck, it looks sad and pathetic. This is embarrassing and dumb.
Again,
the more you lash out, the more pathetic this looks.
I got played by, and again, this is how it is. So you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. You defend yourself and stuff like that. It's too much. You defend now. It's fuck everyone. I can't be asked. That's how it is.
When you defend yourself on Twitter 300 fucking times, Cog, it's ridiculous, and it's embarrassing.
Can I just say something real quick?
This is normal for me.
Here's the thing, and I'm just going to use this as an example. Do you remember when Sargon was calling Medicare a pedophile, and he just kind of, oh yeah, that's really funny, and it never got brought up again?
Yes.
Yeah? You telling me that Medicare did
something? Then don't bring it up and let it die.
Sorry, I'm not Medicare. Fucking hell.
So good.
Cog, you've criticized people for doing exactly what you're doing.
Yes,
for taking something like the Gunt meme and having a fucking meltdown about it. That's what this looks like. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if you've done this before. It looks like you're having a fucking meltdown.
That's fair. Look, I know what it looks like. I know. I saw bait. I wanted to take it, and I've decided to chew on it with every little cunt on the internet. Of course, I have.
It doesn't look like it's a deliberate bait taking for fun.
That's fine. That's fine.
It looks like Chris Chan trying to get his Encyclopedia Dramatica entry taken down, man. It's not a good look.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you just tuned in, you may have been hearing Cog. His last, I don't think his last stream, I think a stream before that, talking about how he's not bothered, how he's not mad over a certain controversy he's gotten himself into. People are saying that it's all entirely his fault. Mostly agree. I would say most of this thing would have just blown over, like they said in the clip, if he didn't just take the bait, as he proudly and boldly did, evidently. You know, because the best thing to do in a situation when you're getting railed on is just to say, haha, I got you. I was all my plan all along to make myself look foolish. It was part of my 3D chess Grandmaster high IQ galaxy-sized brain to go ahead and spurg out. Should also note that tonight, I'm gonna be talking, like, I used to do streams like this, talking about some random drama and bullshit going on, like particular section of the YouTubers, mostly with the ex-blood sports scene, what became of them. So it's not gonna be much about Nick, although Nick's part of that same group at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned. But this time, no, I thought there was some recent controversy that caught my eye, and I noticed a couple things that are interesting about it that people are kind of overlooking. And I figured I'd give a look into it, because I think that Cog isn't the only one acting like a dipshit here. I think there's other actors involved with this case. Because, truthfully, I don't think this is an organic push of just, haha, something funny happened to Cog, let's all laugh at the guy while he's down. No, things hardly ever happen organically on the net, because this, especially in this, with these particular types of people that make these deliberate drama channels and feed off of each other. Generally speaking, what happens is they need to push these things to happen in order to get generate content and revenue. So let's take a little closer look. Like, why would I develop this rational inference, as you will, for this exactly? Let's take a look. Now, the first thing I want to do is, like, I just want to go over the controversy briefly, and then we'll take a look at some of the ways it's been presented, mainly through this EarJuice guy, where this thing originated from. Hang on a second. Let me just switch tabs there. There we go. EarJuice, as far as I can tell, is some weird, I guess, furry music creator. I don't know much about him. His music, I listened to a sample of his music, and it's just, like, it's terrible. It's absolutely awful. He calls his piece, Rent Free. This is a rendition of it here, but, like, I listened to the original thing. It is just awful, man. I mean, you gotta improve your craft considerably, because I just wanted to, take my ears off so they'd stop bleeding. But aside from his, musical talent, which really isn't here or there, apparently he also likes to make a lot of videos about random nobodies and makes lots of drama channels, drama shit. Like, he made fun of Ralph, Andy, whoever, this Uwe guy, whoever, also, hey, Connell J, whoever else just seeks his interest. But there's couple things I noticed in this video here about this person named Drama Queen. Who's Drama Queen? I honestly never heard of her until, like, this thing about Cog erupted. Like, does anyone know who this woman is? Well, apparently, just to go over the story real quick. Actually, no, let's just watch the video together. So, I'll point it. I'll go over the story as we go.
God damn it. God damn it, indeed. I've been sitting at my computer for the last few hours, just... Indeed. I've been sitting at my computer for the last few hours, just wondering what I was going to do. Because it was sort of coming to 0 hour. Other people now have this information. It's going to come out soon. I would say that it may blow up, and a lot of other information is probably going to come out because of this. But the train's coming. I mean, it's already left the station and it's on its way. So I might as well put out what I know, what I've pieced together, and present all the facts as I know them, and that is simply that. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, except for maybe Drama Queen, because I can't say if what I'm going to show is true, I can't say I condone that behavior and what she's potentially been up to, playing with the emotions of several men. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I guess, yeah, hopefully it doesn't cause too much hate. That's not my intention.
Okay, so this is how he's introduced in the video. There's two key important things to note here. The first part of this video, he's saying that this video isn't meant to hurt anyone's feelings, so he's emphasizing that he's not being malicious in this way, and also that there is a bit of a moral bend to this video as well. Whereas this woman he's accusing of has manipulated several people, and as we'll find out, it gets in a very like, I guess, a very slutty manner. I don't know how else to describe it. But let's just take a look into this, because there's more going on here than just what he's saying. And if you're paying attention close to this, it gets a little weirder.
Okay, thanks. A few months back, during the Uwe saga, a weird funny little situation happened.
Okay, just to jump in here real quick, because I have no idea who this UA person is. Apparently, UA is someone that I think I actually talked about him very briefly once on the show when I was talking about Andy's Spurgouts and Meltdown. Apparently, UA is the type of guy who likes to hang around these E-celeb circles, and he latched on to Cog for some reason. And apparently, Cog and this EarJuice guy like to bully him and make fun of him, and they did that for fun. I don't know if it was necessarily malicious. I don't know what the context is. I really don't know. And it's one of those things where I'll probably look into it and to see if there's anything there. But at the same time, it just, I don't get why certain people take enjoyment over what they do with certain people.
Where I was just trying to get PNG heads of Cog so I could use them for within the video I was making about UA. So...
By the way, remember this part here about the PNG heads with Cog that he's going to be asking people for? That's going to be very important, actually.
I hit up Cog, but I also knew that Drama Queen had the heads, so I asked her for it as well. She responded to me and gave me the heads, and then Cog responded, and I said, "Nah, all good, I've already got them from Drama Queen." And then the following happened, which I explained to Drama Queen in an interview we did for the UA video for part 2. Now, I was just having a bit of fun with it. I talked to a few other people thinking it was quite funny, but it always sort of stuck in the back of my mind as quite peculiar. Didn't think too much of it. You know, they said nothing was going on. I believed it, and I just moved on. But it seems like something was going on from what I'm going to show after we see this clip. I was pissing myself laughing the other day. Because I've never really talked to you before.
Okay, so what do we see here? There's a couple of key points in this image here. If you go to 239 of this video, or like 235, around that ballpark, notice that this is a private call that this EarJuice guy is recording about this woman that he's making that he's included as part of an expose type exposed video. A little Easter egg on the side here. This guy is also a part of the Mickey Mouse Club. I found that little tidbit a bit interesting. Let's expand this a bit. Okay, so this part, let me just hold on a second. Let me just scroll this back just a little bit, and I'll press play.
Because I've never really talked to you before. And then Cog's saying...
Okay, I'll just explain it. Right in the bottom here, you can make out that this came out on the 7th of July. Sorry, I fucked that up. On the 29th of July. That was when this recording was made. Now, why is he recording this private conversation all the way back in July? And what the fuck does any of that have to do with events now? Well, we'll just hold that thought for a moment, and let's continue.
I mentioned that I got the heads off you, because he's like, "Oh, I'll give you the Cog heads when I get home." And he's like, "What?
Right.
You're talking to Drama Queen?" I was like, "Yeah, what?" He's like, "When?" I was like, "Oh, back in. Send me a screenshot." I was like, "Dude, I just told you the time."
What the fuck?
Send me a screenshot. I've sent her all these DMs and stuff like that, and she...
Okay, I may actually have to go back a little bit because the dates here are important. Okay, so let's go to the first one. These text messages that he's showing on screen are DMs between himself and Cog, who's not the direct subject of this video, but is an indirect subject of it. And that's important to keep in mind for events that you heard at the beginning of the stream and events that have been have unfolded and will probably unfold as time continues. All right, so let me just get the right stamp for this. I'm going to mute this for a second. Okay, so just got to go back a little bit.
Screenshot. I was like, "Dude, I just told you
What
the time."
the fuck?
Okay, so the important thing here to take in, I mean, I think you saw it. I wasn't able to really pause it, but you can go back and pause it around the 3-minute mark, a little before, a little bit after. He's asking Cog for the PNG of his head, like on the 27th, on the 26th for the image. He produces an image that he shows here that features this Uwe guy, Cog, a guy you might be familiar with, Heph, and himself. EarJuice. Those are the respective people's avatars. And yeah, so let's continue.
Screenshot. I've sent her all these DMs and stuff like that, and she hasn't responded to me. And the first thing that went through my mind is just like, Cog must have sent her a dick pic and like is now waiting for a response or something. I was like, why does he want this so intently? And he was like, where's the screenshot? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. So this is also an interesting screenshot here that he's showing on screen. In this screenshot that he's depicting here. And also some interesting characters show up over here, which I'll go over in a moment. I'll note also he has Heph in his DMs over here. It's going to be relevant a little bit later. And also he's basically, showing that he was sharing DMs with her and to Cog. And also if we go back just a second or two, we got on the list here another little Easter egg for you. Like, we got Spectre, Nick Ricada, King Brawley, and the Distract Enemies guy, who are all people that are all part of Nick Ricada's little Discord server. That's not really all that relevant for this stream, but it's a nice little Easter egg to show who's connected to who's talking to who, rubbing whose shoulder, stabbing who in the back. That sort of casual thing that friends do to friends, where they just, suck each other's dicks off until it becomes convenient to just throw each other under the bus, because that's a sign of normal, healthy, neurotypical type people.
Why does he want this so intently? And he was like, where's the screenshot? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, also another interesting thing to note, this recording he made for this video was much later, as you can see here. You can make it out at the 3:31, 3:30, around this time period, that this part of the video was made on the October 13th. And keep in mind the video we're watching was released on the 14th. So it only takes him a couple days to get a video out. And apparently this is a re-upload too, because in the description, he describes how this is a re-edit, which we'll get into that in a bit. Let me play this.
Gosh. Yeah, Perez, he seriously put out like a APB for me. He tweeted out twice on Twitter and was like, someone DM DQ to make sure she's okay. He tagged me on Discord and was like, make yourself known. I had some IRL shit going on. I wasn't online much. And then like the next morning, he was blowing up my DMs and was like, hey, where have you been? And I saw I had all these messages from him, and it was like, fuck, okay, I'll have to write this long-ass message to him explaining where I was, or I can just respond to EarJuice and be like, here's these fucking heads. So it was quick to respond to you. And then he freaks out because I responded to you and not to him. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I didn't know what to think. God, I was laughing so hard the next day. So it's just like, man, all I could think was, what did Cuck send Drama Queen?
Jesus.
He's like, I've sent her like a whole bunch of DMs, like 7 DMs, and she hasn't responded. And I was just like, man, what did you DM her? Dude, did you send her a dick pic? Cog, what if
he had Trez messaging me like, Cog is freaking out, please respond. And I'm like, it was seriously not even 8 a.m. my time. And I'm thinking, I'm usually not even awake. What if I wasn't awake?
What the fuck?
He straight freaked out. Yeah, it was, oh Lord, it was a mess. I bet it.
Okay, at this point in the video, it should be obvious and fair to say that a brunt for some of the humor in this video has already, and will continue to show, is directed at Cog being the butt of the jokes for what's about to be revealed and what happens. So let's keep on going.
It did look crazy from your end, not having a clue what was going on.
It looked like...
He was like, send me the screenshot.
I know. And it's just like... It just looked like fucking flirting gone wrong. That's what it looked like, straight up. It just looked like, oh, Cog's been sending dirty texts to Drama Queen, seeing if that's gonna go anywhere. And all of a sudden you're not responding to him. I was like, oh, there could be potential fucking drama here that I've just stumbled upon accidentally.
Like, Cog, what did you do? You done
Yeah,
because
it's like, I chat to her all the time. You don't understand. I'm sending her all these DMs. I was like, okay, that conversation's gone sexual, and you're just popping out the feelers to see what was up. And she hasn't responded, and now you're like the anxious guy. So, oh my god, she hasn't
wondering
responded.
why I'm answering for you, but not for him.
Maybe I shouldn't have said this. Maybe I shouldn't have sent that dick pic. Maybe I went too far, too quick. What was I thinking? Should I respond? Oh, I'll just send her one more DM. No, she must be
Where
missing.
are you? One more time.
Just one more. Oh man, she must be missing. I better send out a thing. Surely it's not because I sent her dirty pictures of my dick.
And the last picture, or the last time I had talked to him.
Oh, what?
When I finally talked to him.
Wait! You said picture. You
No.
did send a picture.
Yes, the last time I talked to him, I had sent him a selfie where I was dyeing my hair, and he's like, "I was worried you fell in the showers."
When I tried explaining it to the VC and FTW, I'm laughing my ass off. They're all just like, "Oh yeah, whatever." I was like, no, you don't get it. Like, why? Why would he do that? There has to be something more, damn it.
It was actually innocent, but I bet it did look crazy as hell from your side. And I still don't get like
I'm still
why he
sus on it.
completely
I'm not
freaked.
trusting it.
You're like, I'm not giving up my hypothetical here.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Cog out. Sending dick pics to people.
Oh my god. I bet it did look crazy as hell from your side. Him freaking out like, where's the screenshot?
What's he yeah, I know. So what the fuck? So after this, funny, weird thing happened, mulled it over a bit, didn't think too much about it, wasn't really concerned. I went about doing my own thing. It was big nothing burgers. I was just having a laugh. But then a few weeks later, I made a...
Okay, I gotta pause right here. If this guy believes that this was such a big nothing burger, why did he record this conversation? Remember, this conversation takes place on July 29th. But why record it if it's nothing? To me, it seems like he's fishing for content. That's what it comes across. But let's watch some more of this.
Another memeology mirror where I was directing some light banter at Cog about Bitwave and what he had said about Bitwave. I posted it publicly without showing it to Cog first, which I was supposed to show Cog, so I basically hinted that I was going to be doing this video, and he got a bit angry and said that I wasn't representing what his actual views were. So fair enough, I took the video down, and that's why most people don't know about that video. However, because of the video, there was some banter between other users who either thought I was in the wrong for making the video in the first place, and others who thought Cog had overreacted or was still wrong about his thoughts on Bitwave TV. One of these people...
Okay, so that's a really weird tangent he's going on about this other dispute he had with Cog, and how there was a bit of controversy surrounding that. That seems weird to me.
Then came to me in the DMs talking about how they thought that Cog was wrong, but that his girlfriend, who ended up being Drama Queen, was a Cog supporter, and that this was causing issues in the relationship, which was already having other problems. I told them to drop it because it was already something I'd worked out with Cog, and it was no longer an issue, and this was totally not something worth ruining an IRL relationship over.
Okay, that's another thing. Why would this dispute between him and about Cog's opinions about Bitwave, which is a streaming service made by this Dispatch character, why would that cause friction in a quote-unquote relationship? Which, by the way, it's not, just a spoiler alert, it's not a real relationship, it's an e-relationship, which is kind of cringy and pathetic. But why would that be like a dispute between these people? I don't get it. That doesn't, like, between EarJuice and Cog, that makes sense, but between Cog and his online girlfriend, there's gonna be tension between them over that? That seems off to me as well.
Anyways, a few more weeks pass, and Drama Queen has gone offline and completely vanished, up until now. I was looking for her to come on my stream as a co-host, since we had planned to talk about makeup, and that she would be more...
Okay, I don't know much about this EarJuice guy. I'll probably learn more about him over the coming days. Why is he doing a makeup show? No, I'm legit asking, like, that's a really weird subject for a guy who looks like who seems to come across as an Aussie shitposter to want to talk about, especially since he admits that he doesn't know much about the subject matter. I don't know. People have these really weird idiosyncrasies. I just don't get it.
Knowledgeable person for that sort of thing, because I don't know anything about makeup. However, I then found out that she had gone offline because her husband had discovered DMs of her talking sexually with other men and sending certain pictures and videos. She was now trying to work it out with her husband and stop the interactions with other guys.
By the way, I should also mention here, I don't know how EarJuice got these pics, but yeah, originally in his original video, he had them up. They're very raunchy type photos that would probably get the channel shut down if I was actually showing them on screen. And yeah, they're out there. I'm not sure exactly who leaked them or for what purpose, but it seems skeevy to me that they would go in that direction.
And also locking down her accounts. Supposedly, the husband was also a watcher of Cog and interacted within the streams. And of course, this is when it all clicked, because hang on, didn't she have a boyfriend within the community as well? That's when I went back to them to check out their story, that they had in fact been together IRL, and that he did know about the husband, but he thought they were getting a divorce and that he had been abusive and other things.
Also, I should clarify here because he's not being clear on this matter. When he says there's been a boyfriend that Drama Queen was with, the boyfriend is not Cuck. The boyfriend is a third party that is independent from the husband and Cuck. So allegedly, this floozy has been stringing along 3 guys, and the way that he's presenting this, she's the one that's the villain here, and the one that is supposed to be the target of the video.
He also mentioned that Drama Queen and himself were at one point planning to settle down, with talk about the possibility of having children and some complications around that. After talking to a few others based on his leads, I then discovered that Drama Queen was not only having a relationship with him and her husband, but had also been in a relationship with Cog, and that Cog was also at one point planning to settle down with her and look after her children, and that there was possibility other men that watch Cog on a regular basis, who I'm yet to find, were also interacting with Drama Queen sexually. Drama Queen had also started flirting with other men within the community, but they just did not reciprocate her advances. What I also discovered is that Cog's plans to go to the USA was also at one point intertwined with meeting up with Drama Queen. However, all men, including Cog, had their communications cut off prior to him leaving.
Amazing there. Hi Cindy, hi Goshen, how you doing? Sorry, guys. We gotta restart that shit.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing? Good to see you as well.
Also, I gotta say, Cuck, what are you doing with this in real life streaming crap? Like, you can't even show your face on camera. You have to do this half-ass stuff of like covering it up with a handkerchief. Look, it didn't work for Ralph. It didn't work for Andy. It didn't work for Baked Alaska. It didn't work for anyone who went in this direction of doing the in real life streaming stuff. Why would you think it's a good idea or a good look at all to start filming your road trip? Like, I saw the video of you like cramming into a tent, and I get with this big fat guy. Apparently that's Uwe. I don't know. It looks cringy. It looks really cringy. It's not entertaining. It just, I don't get it. This is really, really cringy, and I don't think it's a good direction. Like, I just don't.
Well, Huckabee saying game on. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we got like 3 hours left to go.
3 hours, guys. 3 hours. Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful. Look at all that sights to behold. That's just America out there. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. Hello there, Lucky Skunk. Taco Scans here saying, sup boys, hello there, how you doing? I think I want to just a bit too tight maybe. Just a bit too tight. But a little stay on my head. Way!
What?
This fucking thing will stay on my head. Good to see you.
So, from what I have uncovered, it seems that there are potentially more guys within the community that have had sexual advances from Drama Queen up to what they thought was a full-blown relationship. You can see that within the DMs, and she is also talking negatively behind these men's backs, while at the same time having a relationship with them. One of the men also met Drama Queen IRL.
Okay, he'll explain this in a bit, but I figure I'd just get this out of the way. You can see here on screen, he has one of these names censored to like protect the innocent or whatever with the word boyfriend on it. Yeah, like that's an edit from his original video, which apparently is lost unless someone saved it and has a backup of it. And in the original one, he just put all the names and everything out there. In this version, he redacted a lot of stuff. But I noticed he didn't redact anything of Cog's, like all these extra diversions and stuff about like some details about Cog that don't relate to the story like at all.
Drama Queen had also said nasty things about her husband and had told men that he was no longer in the picture, but at present, she is back with him. The husband knows about the DMs and the convos going on through her accounts, and so she has cut ties with everyone, and that is why she is offline. She flirted with some men that didn't go anywhere as they shut it down, and there are also DMs showing that she may have met up with Andy Warski IRL at one point, and that they were talking.
Okay, so firstly, if that happened, Andy, why? Why would you do it again? But really, the DMs he's showing don't prove that. What they do show is that apparently Drama Queen was DMing Andy about shit. Maybe there was some lewd stuff in there, which Andy is known to do. Maybe there's not. I still find the thought funny, but I don't think that these two hooked up. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
The guy I identified as the boyfriend and Cog seemed to both think that they were in a relationship at the same time, so even if the husband was in fact out of the picture at the time, it seems most likely that she was in two relationships at the same time, with at least the boyfriend not knowing about Cog and thinking that the relationship with the husband was no longer viable. Once people see this video or the leaks that the others currently have, perhaps more information will come to light, but at this stage I don't want to speculate too much. All I can say is that it seems like Drama Queen was cucking various men and seems to be the only wrongdoer in this situation. Okay, so since the video was made, there...
Okay, so keep in mind, he's saying that Drama Queen was the only wrongdoer in the situation, that Cog is one of the good boys. He's one of the innocent people parties here. He goes on to say a bit more.
There have been some further discoveries after a version of this video was played on the FTW stream. Firstly, I was asked by my sources to remove certain pictures as well as the boyfriend's name. They have since come out into the public, so it's up to you to go and find them, as I'm keeping my word to keep the pics and names out of the video. Now, this...
Oh, I like how this guy couches it. It's a bit clever. These things that I know a lot of people are gonna find and want to look at that are rather personal and kind of weren't meant for public consumption. But these naughty pics, you can find them. They exist out there. Just go searching for them. And yeah, he's not wrong. Like Ralph himself, I believe. Yeah, Ralph shared them on Twitter himself. So like, yeah. Oh yeah, the Gunts involved with this. I'll get to that in a moment.
This does not include some of the DMs confirming Cog's relationship that I also redacted, but putting the original screenshots back in is just time best spent elsewhere. As for the stream, Cog came onto the FTW show to talk about his relationship, and from his perspective, it just seemed to be some flirting and sharing of lewd images from both parties. And it ended months ago. And that the relationship ended once he found out that the husband was still in the picture. Basically, what seemed to be confirmed in the video so far. The following clips are from that stream, and just a fair warning that his audio is quite terrible, because he had pretty bad reception at the time.
I was going to meet up with her briefly at the start of this holiday, but I'm not going to fucking see her now.
Okay, so this is another important key fact to remember. Just put a note somewhere. Keep this in mind. This video was released while Cog was on the road, wasn't going to have the best internet reception, and was going to be mostly away as he was doing his road trip thing in America. So he wasn't exactly available for streaming and shit as this was going down.
I mean, I've not spoken to her for months. You can understand.
Yeah, nobody has.
A couple of months. She just went off the radar. So.
Well, I brought up her Twitter, and the last thing she retweeted a Crowder link on September 24th, so 3 weeks ago.
She may have even liked something.
Okay, so that's another thing to remember. This woman that's a problem in this community that's been stringing guys along and manipulating them. She's been gone for about 3 weeks. Well, that's kind of weird. Kind of weird then.
And after that, I've no idea. All I know is that she's been off the radar. And I say, it's one of after the whole thing where her, from my point of view, but I don't know, fucking whether it's a husband, no idea. When he came back into the picture, when she was just he's all around. Because I didn't know this. I thought he wasn't even fucking there. So she was just he's in the picture just to see the kids every now and again. I've just been with a lens because she had a.
She told me about him.
As well. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Yeah, you've heard exactly the same stories I've heard about that guy.
Yes, yes, I have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's true.
So when you've heard about all the controlling stuff and this, that, and the other, yeah, of course,
yes,
the same shit that I heard. Exactly. So it's one of those. But I just decided not to mess around with it. I'll be there as a friend. I was going.
Okay. The rest of the videos doesn't really matter. It's just Cog, rather lucidly, actually, oddly enough, explaining himself. What happened after this was, if you guessed that Cog was the focus of the story and not the drama queen, nobody that nobody's heard of, yeah, you'd be right. This video, I believe, features more of Cog than drama queen, even though he's only indirectly a subject of this, or at least that's how this guy wants to come off as. But there's several things about this that are so weird to me that this is just a happenstance of look, Cog was sexting with this girl over the internet, and he was cucked by her as she was screwing around with one or two other guys. I don't think that's it. Yeah, I get it. I get why people would laugh at that. I find it's funny as well, especially that Cog has handled it. Cog's handled it very immaturely and very spurgily. He's not mad if you call him a cuck on Twitter. He will tell you how much he's not bothered by it over and over again, and won't ever shut up about it. Like, it will go on and on and on. But here's the thing. Yes, Cog is being a bit of a degenerate here. Cog is doing all that, but this isn't some organic thing at all. Like, and here's the thing. Aside from, like, this guy having some kind of animosity due to unrelated issues with Bitwave, and, like, having to take down a video at Cog's request after he got mad at him, and apparently that made him look bad, etc. There's something else that's really weird about. There's some other couple things. Number one, why did he record that conversation all the way back in July when he started making this video in October? That makes no sense. Like, if that, like, like, if this woman's really the target here, the subject, like, he was like I believe if you look back in the video, let me just take a look real quick. Let me check something, because there's another point I just remember that's important to emphasize here, which kind of paints a picture of what's going on, or what I think is going on. Yeah, he cuts away to here. What's here? Let's see. Okay. So something else I've noticed here, if you look here, like, Cognitive Thought is, like, below with his tech DMs on Discord on October 13th. He's below Drama Queen. So this means that EarJuice and Drama Queen had conversations. What this likely means is that, maybe I'm wrong about this, maybe I'm missing something here, but it seems to me, based on, like, the lineup here, because the way that Discord DMs work is the last one you talk to in your DM history is the first one on the top of the list, and then downwards. It seems likely that he had more conversations with Drama Queen after that phone call conversation, which that's kind of odd and weird. Something about that just doesn't make sense. And here's but here's the thing that makes me know that there's some shenanigans going on here. Like, this isn't just... Yes, I agree. Cog, like, can try to defend this as much as he likes. He should just really fucking take the L. Stop defending himself, because that's the worst fucking thing he can do in this situation. And he should just move on, really. Like, that's all he could really... Like, the best advice for him, if you're inclined to side with Cog in this, although I don't think he's a victim in this. Like I said, he brought most of this on himself. This would have blown over if he just took it lightly and moved on. But here's the weird thing. Now, remember the date that he asked Cog for a PNG image of his head? This guy who's got made a lot of these thumbnails and stuff like that. Like, let's see what date this is. This is for, like, the start of the Uwe shit. But that's what he called the Uwe saga. This is the first video. It was released on July 27th. Huh, okay. Well, actually, no, wait, it's not the beginning of the Uwe shit. That's July 27th, that makes sense. The first one was on here. Now, you may already see where this is going, because if you saw the thumbnail and paid attention to it. But thumbnails can be updated retroactively. If you notice in the thumbnail, let's just go back. I'll point it out first, and then I'll point out what's in the video. If you notice in the thumbnail, I can find the video. This is the first video in the saga of, like, the whatever the Uwe thing was about, which I don't know why these people have these weird things. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Give me a second. I am not focusing right now. Give me one quick second, and I'll point it out. Okay, so here's the other... Do you see that? Do you see where, like, the mouse is pointing to right here? That's a Cog head photoshopped, a Cog PNG Photoshop head, like he showed in the video, onto an image of, like, of a Scooby-Doo character. Oh, that's weird. Is that image... But let's just... But that would mean if he uploaded that video with that image, it means he lied to Cog about needing that. Did he lose the file? What happened? This video was released on the 24th. I don't know about you guys, but this seems like... Yeah, like, let's just skip to the end here. Just turn off the annotations and shit. Like, look at this. It's right in the fucking video. he already had what he needed with the Cog head, with the Cog PNG file. So he contacted Cog under false pretenses. Like, he already had this file, and like this guy knows, this guy might be shit at music, but he knows a thing or two about basic Photoshop skills. You mean to tell me that he can't take this image here and just cut around the edges there and just put it onto something? That's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. This guy set this up. He set up and egged Cog on into this position, or at least that's the rational inference that I can gather from this. That's what it seems like. But I'm not done yet. That's not the only rational inference I've noticed here, because we got some Discord leaks now. Like, after everything's said and done, because actually I'm jumping ahead a couple steps. Let me see here. Let's see. That's relevant. It's irrelevant as well. Like, Ralph has jumped on this, of course. Ralph's jumped on this, and he's been shitting on Cog ever since, let's see, let's get the right date. I'm presuming that this is his first tweet. Maybe he made more tweets before. I'm not sure about that. Like, on October 14th, which I'll show in a second. Scrolling down here. Yeah, he jumped on the bandwagon as soon as the day the video was released. Right over here. Yep, he's gleefully tweeting about how he's going to get at Cog. And then he's going ahead and saying about and spending a lot of time on Twitter talking about how Cog's a cuck and making content for it on his show, which is so boring now that if we actually go to Ralph's timeline, what's the Gunt up to these days? Let's see. I want to just show it because this is funny to me. Remember, this guy, for those who don't know, this guy's an on and off again gamer. He doesn't play games that much, which, whatever, you don't have to be really good at video games, but he's trying to get his hand into streaming games on DLive. Isn't this guy, on the same show that he does his special political talk show, and trust me, I'm going to get into some of that as well. There's more to this story. This is not going to be a one stream only thing for this thing. He's desperate for content. He needs drama to survive. Because that's how Ralph gets places from place to place. He needs to go into the warmest way, these small communities like Gamergate, like the Blood Sports community, like whatever's left of the cringy alt-right shit, which is just devolved into disgusting. Honestly, it's more cringy than anything else at this point. And he does this because he's got no talent. Like, the only thing he can do is just brag about, oh, look, I got these people on that are important that you want to hear. People that maybe have 100,000, like, if I was being super charitable and generous, people that are just getting, like, maybe at most 100,000 people. At most. In fact, that's way too generous. It's more like 50,000 and an average 10,000. And, like, not even 10,000. Not even. Like, because when those shows are live, he only gets 2,000 viewers. So 2,000 people a piece, it's got nothing. So, what else is there? And why is Ralph so eager? Because he's made hold on a second. I should show this. Give me a moment. Let's just put this up there. Not here. All right, let's just switch over for a second. Okay. Let's just go to Ralph's DLive. Also, I did make an error there. Apparently, he's putting this on Periscope to start his gaming streaming career. That's even dumber than I thought. Honestly, if you're going to start streaming, Ralph, why don't you go to why don't you go to a platform like Twitch? I'd say, if you wouldn't be automatically banned from it. Okay, so let's go to Ralph's content. This is DL Live, which hosts the show of his. Go to his replays. Okay, so he's been hosting multiple episodes about Cog. He had this one about Cog, and I know he had others, and also he's also doing it on DL Live as well. But still, it's not. This wasn't the only video though. Apparently, he updated or changed it. Like, he did one on. Let me see here. Yeah, he did one on the 15th when this broke out. But he didn't just do that. He like made a full week of it. Like he did he did at least one more of this. In fact, this is what I find really, really interesting. COG Cuck Week concludes with Dame, Drama Queen, Bibble, Rand plus Tuesday, Hillary. Apparently got Drama Queen on the show as well. So yeah, that's not strange. That's not awkward or odd in any way that this guy just instantly knows about this video that gets released and instantly starts talking about it. That's not weird at all. And also, here's another thing. Let's get to this one I want to show. I was a bit eager to show this one. I could also go into talk about this Discord leaks. I'll just leave. I'll try to get a link to everything that's in the description. I know I don't always do that when I say that, but this time I'm gonna spend the time to do it. This is a private call. I'll play some of this. I'm not gonna do the whole 18 minutes of it, but let's do like the first 5 or so minutes. See where that goes.
Do you feel are you happy with the way you've handled this? Do you feel that it could have been handled better?
No, I don't think it could have been. I think it could have been handled better if I didn't like say as much on Twitter. People are, oh, you're not blowing up and stuff. But from my point of view, it's like people are going to constantly ask questions, and I do like to respond to people. This isn't any different to how I usually deal with things, and it's one of those. Like I've actually just changed my thingy, my about me on my my Twitter to have proud stepfather to 17 black kids. There you go. That's how I'll have to do it like that. Like I say, it's one of those things. Like this has already been something we've laughed about on the show. Like, oh, you got all these black kids, but it's stupid. Like none of these people said anything when Alenska, and they've known that she had a kid and stuff like that because people have mentioned this sort of stuff. I know I've mentioned it on streams and stuff like that. So it's a bit.
Yeah, but I'm getting called out on Twitter regarding Olenska, and that just sort of, I was just like, hey,
why?
You're a Kirk, Cog.
Oh, how are you getting called out regarding Alenska? Like, what?
Oh, Ralph. Oh, good buddy, good guy, Ralph.
He called you with
Really?
thought. You're just a thought. You're just a thought.
You're just,
No,
you're just a standard ethos, that's all. According to the Gunt, this is.
Sorry, what else has he said?
He said I was obviously like a thought or whatever. Because I said, no, the trip to America was planned months in advance as part of the Banter Rant show. And he said, another one of his thoughts, went swift as far as I could throw you. I responded, likewise, Ethan, not that you could even be thrown anywhere regardless at your size. And then he responded, true. Hey, I heard you were sleeping with Cog when he was dating the Alenska chick. Is that why she, quote, couldn't trust anymore? And then I responded, you know, the shrug emoji when it's like in text form. I responded that, and I'm not really my business. And then Ethan Ralph said, oh, so that happened then, lol.
Oh, God.
I responded, you hate the guy, so I don't see a reason to waste my time trying to convince you of anything. You'll find a way to arrive at your predetermined conclusions.
How many months between? I can't even think. I'm sure there was like 3 months between even me meeting you or even talking to you.
I think it was one, but you know, like.
Was it one?
Or
two? I don't know.
I think anyone in your Discord
one
will
month or
happily
something?
back up the fact you've been planning this fucking America trip for at least 6-7 months.
No,
Oh,
we're
dude,
even
that's
talking
March,
about
March,
that.
April. That's not what we're talking about. He's saying that I was with Alenska and she left me because I was fucking thieves, so I didn't get with or even talk to him and stuff until like a month later.
But the main story they're spewing is that you went to America to fuck Drama Queen and ended up spooning Esau. I know.
It's obviously just a joke. That's just retarded. I just.
Okay, so that's basically like how this call goes. There's some funny moments in there for sure. Like in the video, like I don't remember exactly where. It wasn't honestly. This call wasn't that funny. What was funny was Cog arguing with a bunch of people in his Discord on his live stream. That was hilarious, and I did like some of the people that called him out. Even if I think that they were a bit less than charitable in their criticisms, if I do say, but nonetheless, there is a humorous aspect to what's going on with Cog, and really, Cog, if you don't want to get laughed at for being a cuck, just stop reacting. Like seriously, like that's the only way it stops. But the interesting thing to know about this about the call, there's two interesting things. The first one I'll cover. I'll talk about for a sec. these people are in a Discord call with this guy who's running the server, and they're telling about like what the narrative is out there and what tweets they're sending, what the back and forth is. Like this little clique of friends here that Cog seems to have. That's weird. Okay, that's not what normal people do. Like, I mean, it's just cringy ops shit. That's what it comes off to me, at least. Or at least that's another rational inference I can make. But there's something more interesting than that. Let's go. Let's see. Like, now you may notice that this leak was published on Dame Peso's channel, you know, he's there. Which, by the way, Donnie, like, I do legitimately laugh at some of your humor, but my gosh, the whole forced meme of I'm Gator, haha. It's not funny at all. I don't laugh at that. If I find something funny, I'll say it. That's just, like, honestly, it's the most low-tier banter you could possibly fling at Ralph. Like, the guy watched cuck porn, and you never took up on that. You decided to let that go. But Ralph saying Gator a lot, that's the thing that you decide to make fun of Ralph for. Or, like, dude, it's cringy. You need to do better when it comes to making fun of Ralph. But aside from that, there's probably a reason why he doesn't make fun of Ralph all that much. And that would be because... This is at the end of this video here. Gator took this recording and published it himself. This was a recording that Gator found, and like by happenstance, like, oh, well, I gotta show this now because it's cringy. No, Gator set out to go into Cog's Discord, secretly record it, and put it up there. And of course, look at this, look at that. Let's go back to the Gunts page, and oh, look at that. We got a little quid quo pro going on here. I'll show that in a second. Oh, look, Ralph's tweeting it out. What a weird coinky-dink that is, that Ralph benefits from all this. Like, you know, he gets content from EarJuice that he plays on the show. He gets content from Dame Pesos, who goes into someone else's Discord and records it, which, like, if who randomly goes into a Discord and, like, just record shit like that? Like, come on, dude. And besides that, it's just not normal behavior. None of this is freaking normal. This is not some kind of organic thing where you have some, like, oh, look, it's a lolcow, let's make fun of him. No, this is just a clique versus another clique, and they're at a war with each other. That's what's going on here. And they need to have these kinds of little feuds and stuff like that, with this generate drama like this to keep up with each other. And in Ralph's case, there's a bit of revenge here, because the thing about Ralph is that he's become a Tardon. Like Sargon before him, and Sargon's probably still doing this gay shit, by the way. Ralph's just doing the same thing that Sargon's been doing. Like, this idea that the skeptics are the only people doing bad stuff, like the stuff that Jim was saying, like, oh, it's all the skeptic stuff that we have to laugh off the internet. It's not just the skeptics. It's everyone involved. Or everyone who has been, like, all these low-level YouTube e-celebs that, like, play off of, like this kitschy little community that's been built off of, like, I guess it started, I don't know where it started. It's really hard to pin down the ball of this thing, but the people that are involved with blood sports, people involved with, like, the skeptic stuff, the people that were involved with the Gamergate stuff before that, the people that were involved with the Comicsgate stuff, the people involved with the Vic Mignogna stuff, and a lot of other related things that just intersplice and turn into each other. They're part of this cancerous, incestuous, backstabbing, backbiting community that's all about petty revenge. And why does Ralph hate Cog? Well, let's listen. Let's have a little blast from the past of earlier this year.
I'm not gonna apologize for shit. Fuck off, Xander. Fuck off, Xander. Go play with your little fucking cameras or whatever the fuck you do.
Over here and kicking off people and deplatforming.
I didn't have anybody kicked off. You got kicked off for your own exceptionalism.
You showed that you are the exact enemy.
I complained about you doxing supporters,
saying, oh,
and I don't take any of that back.
I'm not streaming. I'm not gonna.
Well, it was out. It was out. I was using my mobile hotspot until about 30 minutes ago when they fixed it. Would you like the Verizon receipt?
No, I don't give a shit.
I can screenshot it and show it to you. No,
I don't give a. I don't care how tired
you made another accusation. No, you made another accusation.
How many false flags
let's fund it.
You want to file on other streamers on how much you want to complain, how many people you wanted to get kicked off, how much drama you want.
I told them to make you stop showing that website. That is what I did. Yeah, and I don't take any of that back.
You didn't like EthanRalph.com. You didn't like it when people.
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like you doxing my supporters. No, I didn't. I didn't like you doxing my supporters, Xander. Xander. I didn't dox him. That's not true. That's not true. As a matter of fact, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. No, it's not true. Piece of shit. And if I had to guess, it was probably you that fucking doxed him. Motherfucking lying, cock-sucking faggot, motherfucker. You want to holler over me every fucking second? Or did you scream over you too? You piece of shit, motherfucker. Keep fucking running your mouth. I'll just keep hollering. You motherfucking piece of shit. Eat a fucking cock. Go kill yourself. You fucking piece of motherfucking shit! I fucking goddamn! Oh, we can just holler over each other all fucking day!
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Fuck you, motherfucker! I ain't leaving, bitch! You leave! What the fuck am I gonna leave for?
Okay. I have to say that, you know, even though I don't really like the guy all that much, Godspeed was correct. This is Julie of the Year. Nothing's going to top this year. But here's the thing. Like, okay, so a bit of context behind that who don't know, like, because I've covered this stuff before, but people tuning in might not have been around then. Ralph basically had a period, like, it was a 3-month meltdown where he just absolutely lost it. He got more inebriated and drunk than usual. By the way, by the sound of his voice, I think he's hitting back the bottle. Could be wrong about that. Just another little rational inference of mine. And he just absolutely lost it. He started picking fights with absolutely everybody. His ego went straight to 100. He spurred out. He yelled and ranted about people. He turned on everybody. His number sank to like 200. It's like, who was that guy that was yelling really, really loud? That would be Ethan Ralph of theralphretort.com, as he'll be quick to remind you. I don't know why he introduced himself as a editor-in-chief of a website that was notable for making tabloid articles off of Gamergate of all things, and now hosts like little to no new content at all whatsoever. Like, I would just say I'm hosting the kill stream rather than say that if I was in his position. But I'm not really here to give Ralph advice, to be honest. But would Ethan Ralph be so egotistical and petty enough that he blame Cognificent, the guy who he's currently, calling a cuck and all these other stuff, like just going with these attacks against him, just ever so conveniently after people ever so conveniently go after Cog in a rather underhanded way. Two people that are directly linked with Ralph. Like that wouldn't be the case, would it? Actually, on the other hand, if I could just pull up the tweet real quick, which I will. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. Actually, it's 2 tweets I want to show. Okay. All right, so let me go back to here in a moment. Let me just get the second tweet, just for a bit of, I think these 2 tweets show his disposition about him. Okay. No. That's not what I'm saying. Cog did not do nothing. He fucked up. Like, Cog should, like seriously, Cog, like, if you happen to be listening to this, why the fuck would you start a relationship with a girl on the internet? That's like some teenage level bullshit. You're like in your 30s. Like, don't date e-girls. Just don't do it. Like, the problem with online relationships is that, like, the moment that another guy comes into our life, or another girl comes into your life, or the other side of that coin, it's just gonna end. Like, I'm sorry, but like 99 out of 100 times, that's what's going to happen. It's very, very rare, if ever, that they actually work out, that you meet someone online and then you end up in a relationship with them. And the people who do that are generally weirdos anyway. So why would you go out with some random thought that apparently has all this baggage behind her. And, well, not even apparently. Like, I think it's evident that she's married, she's with another dude besides, and allegedly has smoking crack. Like, that's just some cringy shit, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, people are right to laugh at you. I just don't like that they rat fucked you. I don't like that. I think that's bullshit. Like, that's what happened here. Like, that's the thing. This wasn't uncovered organically. This was done and gone ahead. Oh, yeah. Ralph and Zoom are very vocal about it. Glass houses. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Ralph and Zoom don't really have a place to be talking. Like that's another... Actually, yeah, you bring that up. Zoom bragged about, like, you know, having this relationship with a girl and, like, getting together with her. And then he's, like, going after Cog for trying to do something. I don't get it. And the whole relationship with Ralph and Nora, I don't believe that there's any that it's all peaches and puppies between those two for one fucking minute. I believe, personally, I just have this rational inference that, you know, given the amount of time that Nora stays away from Ralph, given the amount of time that, given the fact that Nora's like, you know, half that guy's age, given all the rumors that have gone on about Nora and other men, given some of the rumors that, well, honestly, I don't think Ralph has many options, so I don't think those rumors of Ralph's infidelity are true. I don't think he'd be able to cheat on Nora. He wouldn't be able to, like, you know, like, really. I mean, the guy's like, have you seen him? But I don't think that, like, I don't think that's a very happy relationship. I think that they just gotten together for convenience. It's not like maybe it's not the green card thing. Maybe that's just a myth. I don't know. But what's likely the case is that Nora's a chubby, unattractive woman who makes no good content, who likes to aspire herself to be an intellectual, but doesn't do anything to produce anything, but wants attention. So she gloms onto somebody who's makes a career out of getting attention. Very simple logic. I think that's all there is to it. I don't think that there's anything else going on there. And every time this is brought up, Ralph gets all defensive and shaken up about it. He has to get Nora on when Nora's around and available to do it, and try to say, "Hey, Nora, tell the audience that we're in a loving relationship. Oh, we love each other." It's some cringy, goofy shit. I mean, like if I was in a relationship with a girl, firstly, I wouldn't ever have her involved in any of this online shit. Are you fucking kidding me? That's just stupid. And secondly, if people started making rumors and saying salacious things about such a relationship, I wouldn't be like, okay, babe, I need you on here. Come on my show. You're going to be my co-host. I need you to tell them that it's tight between us. Like, that is such a limp-wristed move. Like you have to be full of, like, what are the levels of soy this guy's on to do that? I just don't know. I should play some of that next show, because I find it hilarious. Aside from that, right, the couple of tweets I wanted to show. Actually, let's just do it this way instead of showing a couple tweets. Let's go back to the main browser. We'll go back all the way to earlier this year. Okay, so let's go over here to March 11th. Here he is. He's praising Cog for going off on CRP when Ralph had beef with CRP. And you might notice that with Ralph, he's friends with people up until they're no longer convenient with them. Then he knifes them, and then if possible, he'll rekindle those relationships once it's convenient. It's kind of like this guy has certain tics and patterns of behavior that are just overall completely shitty and been documented forever, but people just forget over and over again. And people like Jim, who went after the skeptics a lot for this shit. Like he hammered the skeptics, and as well he should. But when Ralph does it, well, Ralph's my friend. He's on the kill stream. Like, the most negative thing that he did to Ralph was give him a slap on the wrist for, quote unquote, betraying his audience. No, that's bullshit. That's not all Ralph did. And Jim is just, I don't know what to, honestly, it's aggravating that the guy isn't consistent at all. But he's not important right now. What is important, though, is that he's okay with Cog, all before. Like, he's talking casually with him and stuff like that. You can just go through all the interactions they have. But it's around, like, after, like, once Ralph was really, really drunk and he got blown the fuck out a number of times going on Cuck's show. I played some of that before. I played some of that in other streams, some other streams of that before, in other streams, because Cog was on friendly terms with Ralph. Cog was kind of even buttering up Ralph, in my view. It came across like Cog did have a bias to keeping all of his guests happy. But even in those conditions, Cog wasn't going to go ahead and just, he legitimately had it so that way anyone could go up there and, like, debate Ralph or argue with Ralph. And yeah, that's another thing. I've noticed that Tonka Saw has jumped on this as well. And that's like that's another, like, I don't get why anyone would really like Tonka Saw. Like, Tonka Saw is he's just like any other of them. I except, like, worse in some aspects, but he's not important. Though it should be noted that, yeah, of course, other bottom feeders like Tonka would, of course, jump on this as well. Because Tonka doesn't have anything to talk about either, and it's probably the most views he's gotten in a really long time. And that's just the truth of the matter. Okay. Okay, so I think there's some interesting tweets I'll read off here. I think it's funny that you assume I haven't already told everyone that I probably wasn't going to do it if it wasn't on Keem's channel. Nothing against Cog, but that was the whole point of me doing it. Otherwise, I have nothing to say to Zoom, to be honest. Plus, I have family stuff today anyway. It's called honesty. You should try it. Yeah, exposing him to 4 million subs was the only reason that I was going to do it. Otherwise, there's no logical reason I would share billing with that stalker creep, referring to Zoom. I do feel bad because it would be a good show for Cog, but I have made my own call. Drama Alert was uncancelled. Alternative was me to go on Cog to do it, which I never agreed to and never had no desire to do. As for the paperwork, he has to blah blah blah. Okay, so you get the point. Ralph in May was all on good terms with Cog, up to May 7th at least, like April 16th, May 7th, all the way from March there. Good terms with Cog. Thought he was alright, thought he was an honest dude. And then over time, he's like, Cog, do you have a show at all? It seems to me not care about it. Okay, job there. Cog is a loser and a liar. Sorry, that's my opinion. Okay. Once is a fluke, twice a coincidence. Cog stabbed me in the back like 3 times. Ambushing, which I don't do, etc. So the reason I highlighted this ambushing thing, that is such fucking bullshit. You knew what you're getting into by going on those streams, Ralph. You knew that Cog was going to have anyone on. Anyone who wanted to talk to you, including Zoom, including what's his name? That other guy, that other moron. What's his name? Dispatch, including anyone really. Anyone had a problem. Like, I could have in theory got. If I asked Cog, hey Cog, can I go ahead and chew out Ralph? He would have let me on. Anyone would have been allowed on there. So yeah, Ralph has an axe to grind against Mr. Cuck. In fact, I think he just outright said it. Let me find that one. Recently, that he's just doing this. Yeah, this one too. I'm gonna show this one as well. And don't worry, I'll get to Ralph's streams as well for this. I don't like Cuck. It's fairly well known. He tried to smear me for months and is the king of dragging shit out. So to hear this from one of the members of his audience is fairly amusing. That being said, he did all this to himself. LOL. No, I don't buy this. I don't buy that. Not when it's brought to light that EarJuice is lying about why he's contacting Cog back in July, basically chumming it up with the person that he's supposedly making a bad video on. Which, by the way, this drama queen bitch, she doesn't face any consequence in this. Like, she's a thought. She has no self-respect. She's willing to whore herself out to multiple guys at the same time. Like, and just go behind their backs. Women like that don't have any self-respect. Like anyone who does that, period, who has no self-respect for themselves, isn't going to be hurt by being the center of a tabloid news piece. We've seen this before. We saw this with the Pinecone chick. She did tons of degenerate and disgusting things. Things that are shameful, that normal people would be like, gross, why would you do that? Why would you cheat on someone like that? Etc. Why would you like stick pine cones up your butt? We saw that, and she just went on more streams. So this drama queen person, who was also invited by Ralph on the show, I don't know if she showed up or not, but Ralph invited her on. She's not suffering any consequences from this. Cuck's gonna get the brunt of it for being a cuck, and that's it. So yeah, that's like, so I'm gonna make another rational inference here. I don't know if it's proven. I don't know if I think proof exists if it's true. I think it's likely Ralph knew about certain things going on with this beforehand. I think that one time or at one point or another, he knew that this video was going to come out. He knew that these things were going on. I think he had a hand in this. I think that Cog got rat fucked. I think this was an op, or maybe one or two people acting sneakily behind the scenes. I think also that actually, let's see. And also, I think that's also interesting that what's his name? That Heph guy. I think it's also interesting that when I talked to the Heph guy, who's been a member of my Discord for Discord, not a very good member, but as I'm about to show, I think it's interesting the response he gave. Let me show that real quick, because this doesn't seem normal to me either. Just get that up. There we go. Okay, so this is when I first started hearing some of the stuff go on. And I still stand by what I said. Because, yeah, Heph is correct in some of the points he gave. But it seems weird to me that, remember, this Heph guy was in contact with EarJuice beforehand. He was featured as in the thumbnails of several of EarJuice's videos. So I asked him, was that you calling Cog a hypocrite? Which, yes, Heph was right. Cog was spurging out and acting like a retard on stream multiple times, and he was complaining that people were shitting on him because if he was acting of his retardation. So yeah, he was right about Cog being a hypocrite. But I ruined him. I blew him out of his stream twice, then finished his Discord. That's not the weird thing that I noticed. The weird thing is this part here. It'll be a glorious dumpster fire when his house of cards finally crumbles in on itself. Okay. Alright. So we know that Heph and Stretch is connected to the Plate Gang. We also know that Plate Gang was egging him on. And we know that Ralph in the past has worked with the Plate Gang. You can view it on an earlier video on my channel. Medicare Fembot also has a stream recording on one of her channels of Zoom exposing all the dirty shit they did. Now, to be fair to Heph, he wasn't involved with that particularly. Maybe he's not involved in any ops of that. But maybe this shows an indication of it, but I don't know. It's a rational inference to me that I think he knows that there's more going on behind the scenes. I don't think this guy is as sharp of a knife as he thinks he is. And I don't think these people are particularly all that smart, considering that they leave evidence hanging right out in the open in their videos. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this. And on top of that, I think it's about time that people knew more about Ralph. A lot more about him. Because, again, he's done this over and over and over again. And people are like, yeah, that's okay. You can get away with it. No. If the skeptics deserve to be fucked over because of, their dumb Discord ops, then Ralph should go too. It shouldn't just be, oh, well, Kraut was the only one. No, it's been proven that Ralph is fully willing to do the same things that he was calling Kraut out on. And people are like, yeah, that's okay. Now, the funny thing about all this is because I've been listening to there's some other video between Heph and Cog that's very interesting. That it's mostly bad for Cog, to be honest, in that one, but it's not good for Heph either in that recording. A debate between Heph and Cog on another stream. I might play some of that later, but there's something that Common Filth said. Common Filth was a rather radical Baptist type YouTuber, I guess is the best way I can describe him, who point out a lot of degenerate shit in our society and stuff that he found on the internet and stuff like that. He had some good points, had some bad points. But one of the best points he came with is the only sin on the internet is being a hypocrite. And I think that's true today too. In fact, it might just be of our times. It might just not be an internet thing. Like, the only thing you can do wrong is be a hypocrite. You can be the most slimy, skeevy, degenerate fuck. You can go ahead, you can slander people's names, you can go about, you can be a thief, a murderer, a liar, all kinds of shit. But so long as you're not judging others and telling them what to do, so long as you're not doing that, so long as you're keeping like your own distance and space between them so that way they can do all their skeevy, slimy, degenerate shit themselves, then you're obeying the rules. Like, so long as you're not going ahead and going against your own word and morally telling others that, hey, don't engage in this kind of behavior, don't engage in this disgusting filth, then you're okay. So you can go ahead and lie about people. You can flag down their Twitters. You can say, you know, swindle people for $250,000. You can dox people. You can lie about others. You can just have a completely fake persona in the internet, and no one will say anything because he didn't go against his own moral standards that he made up, and that's just fucking bullshit. Like, why would, like, I don't get how it is that these people can call each other out, but there's no standards at all. And I don't buy this whole, it's all for the lulz. No, with these people, it's never just for the lulz. In fact, it's not. In fact, in most cases, it's not even primarily for the lulz, and sometimes it's not even for the lulz at all. They're not looking for a laugh. They're looking to lecture others. And it's cringy. It's not just cringy. It's just wrong. Like, and it's just such a weird freaking community these people have invented. And I'm going to emphasize again, Medicare not going after this shit, just going after the skeptics, is fucking hypocritical. Fucking hypocritical of all hell. Because there's no way, I'm not going to be convinced here. I'm not going to, like, do these streams, look at the shit. Even if Jim only has 10% of the knowledge I do about this stuff, he knows that there's fucking a slimy underbelly right in his own network. And he's just doing nothing about it. And that's the truth of the matter. And it just makes things kind of nihilistic and depressing and just makes me not even want to do these streams because it just seems that people don't learn. Okay. All right. I think that's enough about this shit for one night. I will say that despite all the forced humor, yeah, a lot of the stuff against Cog, there's legitimate points there because Cog, again, shouldn't be doing the dumb shit he's been doing. And all, like, he has been acting hypocritical. He has been acting like a degenerate. And honestly, it is funny hearing him spurg out on a lot of this stuff and go on about how not mad he is. Like, I'm fine with laughing at people. That's not the sin here. The problem is, it's like they're using the pretense of humor to just basically be utter dicks to each other, and it's just why. All right, I guess that's it for tonight. Might go back to some more Nick stuff later. There hasn't been really any updates on that, so hasn't been much. I some people have sent me some stuff about it. I might go over that as well. Like, there's one particular clip that I'm eager to play, and it'll be fun, and you'll see why it's funny later. Aside from that, yeah, I guess that's it. Y'all have a good night, and peace out.
I was trying to be respectful there.
Oh, he doesn't deserve any.
No, he doesn't. He probably doesn't. I've got to stop being meaner to people. Fucking hell. I've never had someone do a stream on me like that before. Like, that has never happened.
Funny.
It just has to be the most retarded
He spins
shit.
all of this because he said you had that conversation with Drama Queen the same day that you got the fucking picture from her. What a fucking mongoloid. He's so stupid. And then he takes my fucking comments completely out of context. And then that's talking about Cuck. What a fucking moron. He's so stupid. He has pictures of me, Ralph shit talking me in his fucking stream. He says that I'm working with him. What kind of fucking long con is this?
I know.
Holy shit!
It's been going for ages, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh.
And then we sit on it for months.
I know,
Holy shit!
like wait for Cog to go away because we knew about the camping trip. So it's just
fucking moron! Oh shit! Oh, he's so stupid. Oh my god! What a paranoid freak! This guy is so dumb. I can't wait to shit on him.
Any amount of research, he could have worked this out. Like
anything.
It's just
Even
so many levels.
Oh my god! And Drama Queen is actually on the fucking stream. What a moron!
Drama Queen turns up on Ralph's kill stream.
What a fucking
He could have just checked. Like.
And he didn't even
use.
He could have just looked at Rob's other fucking tweet where he mentions that I'm gonna be on the stream to bolster his case, and he didn't even do it. What a fucking idiot! He can't even build his own case well.
Oh, he didn't see the Daft Gunt stuff as well, because you can see him. You can see it as he's scrolling down. It's all there.
Holy shit!
He doesn't see us on Twitter. Like, there's just so many things. Like, because he just didn't check it. Like he just didn't check anything.
We should get him into the VC and convince him that you're Rand, just to let him run with this. He'll take it. He'll take it fucking hook, line, and sinker.
We would have to delete all the stuff that we've been saying though.
Oh no! Even with this, he'll still take it.
You reckon?
He's so dumb. He's retarded, dude. Did you watch the same stream I just did?
I just thought he was jumping to a lot of conclusions.
No. I've been fucking with this moron for a while. He's incredibly dumb. He's incredibly dumb. He thinks he's a genius. And like he's cracking all these cases. Well, he's completely fucking retarded.
Oh, Dr. Yoshi, stand up.
I know.
Oh, we should send out the Discord link to let everybody in. Oh, what a dickhead. Oh, to get a theory, like to go on that sort of tangent, to come up with such a fucking conspiracy theory, like you gotta do your background checks. Like, come on, man.
He's so fucking stupid. Oh, we gotta get Stretch in here. He's watching this too. He's watching it too. All right, let's go into the group chat. Oh my god, what a fucking idiot! Oh no!
Wait a minute, what chat?
Oh, where's the group? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh, that's so funny.
Wait. Oh, so can anybody invite people to it? Wait, I'm going to link the vid out.
Holy shit. Oh, here it is. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna see you in there.
Where are you? Where is it?
I'm gonna at you right now.
FTW? Like, what server you in?
No. In our little three-way call.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Righty-o. Alright. I'll hang up. I'll see you there.
This fucking guy, dude.
Alright.
He's too stupid.
Why are you talking, nigga?
Are you watching this stream, dude?
What stream?
Oh my god, this is fucking Crybaby Kelly stream.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching it. I'm like an hour into, or how
Oh my god, dude, he's so
it's fucking fascinating, dude. It's so good.
How fucking hilarious is this shit? Oh my god, he's so
Man, why are you
stupid.
doxing, nigga? The fucking tornado sirens are going off again.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna add everyone.
That
Fuck
nigga
it.
just straight up like god damn it.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, me and Juice have been working with Drama Queen and Ralph for months. For months! This has been a 6-month op. Holy shit.
You hit Cog up on false pretenses because the fucking Coghead is in your video, so you already had it and didn't need to hit him up.
I know!
Like, what the fuck, nigga?
Holy shit. Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible that... the only way that Juice was talking to her, that was the only day that he talked to her, right? What a fucking moron.
I'm adding everyone.
Dude, he's got tweets where he's showing Ralph being nice to Cog. He's got my old Twitter handle in there, and Ralph talking shit to me. Oh fuck! Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so funny.
Just said he thought. Just said he thought.
Oh my god! And then at the end, he asked me about it in his Discord earlier today, Stretch. And I was like, yeah, I fucking blew Cog the fuck out. And then after I was like, oh, I saw Rakeda spurging out about you. And he was like, he said something, what does he say? Yeah, he's not nearly as thick-skinned as he presents himself as. And I said, it's the beginning of the end for that one. It'll be a glorious dumpster fire when his house of cards finally crumbles in on itself. And he takes that out of context and thinks I'm talking about Cog, and then spins that into a fucking conspiracy theory. Oh my god, this guy's retarded.
I love this
guy.
nigga.
Is so fucking stupid. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to send you the clip of him crying.
Oh yeah, I was trying to listen to that, but then I got into the VC.
Well, EarJuice shared this, and I was bored. There was nothing going on, so I started watching it, and I've been very attentive listening to it. It's great.
Oh yeah, fucking Caesar the Ape sent this to me on Twitter. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the guy it's in here
that's
got Peter Griffin in it. Yeah, he sent it to me on my Discord, and he added me. I was like, what? He's like, oh, he's fully dumping on you. I was like, who? Tom Galley, that sounds very familiar. And then I thought, oh, I think he's the Rakeda guy that called us, called it the Discord a doxing server or some shit. Even though he's never even been in there.
This Heph guy. I meant the Discord that he's talking about.
He's so fucking stupid. Yeah, I went in there immediately after seeing this and just started making fun of him.
Oh, there's a Discord link. I'm joining.
Yeah, I put it there just in case you want to congratulate him for working it all out. Fuck it. Just fuck him. Fuck this. This is great. Oh, how to improve my afternoon, I tell you what. Not used to fucking people doing streams on poor old little me. Fucking hell. But just for that. Oh.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?